Objection!
This time, it really is all over, isn't it? Defendant.
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
Although you weren't directly involved in the murder, tampering with the body in the crime scene is a serious offense in itself.
I understand, Your Honor.
Mr. Armando explained that to me very carefully.
I knew the risk, and I willingly cooperated anyway.
Very well. Before I hand down my verdict, is there anything you'd like to say?
Well, there is one thing. I'd like to say something to Mr. Wright. I want to apologize to you.
Apologize to me? For what?
For the case 5 years ago. Of course.
I just remembered. Weren't you poisoned by your own lover? Not exactly, but yeah, something like that. Even now, 5 years later, I can hardly believe it. She was going to do it. She was planning to kill me.
It's not all that surprising. The two of you hardly knew each other.
Huh? What do you mean?
You and my sister, you only met twice.
Huh? We only met twice?
The first time you met was the fateful day.
Oh, he was dating Iris!
The day she poisoned Mr. Armando in the cafeteria of this very courthouse. The next time you met her was 8 months later. You met her again on the day that she stole your cold medicine. And Doug Swallow was killed.
No way. It can't be true. I mean, during our whole relationship, we were...
For those 8 months, the woman that you thought was Dahlia Hawthorne wasn't actually my sister.
Huh? It wasn't Dahlia?
I hope one day you can forgive me, Feeny.
You mean...
That's right. I lied to you. For 8 months.
Oh! Kinda hope they get together. I think they'd be cute. I like her as a suitable partner more than Maya. But why? Why would you do such a thing?
Ever since she gave you the bottle that day, my sister was trying to get it back as soon as she possibly could, because of the police investigation and their surveillance. She couldn't move about freely.
That's why you...
My sister, from the beginning, she was prepared for the worst.
Prepared for the worst?
She thought that you might somehow discover the truth. That's why she was always ready to deal with you at the moment's notice.
You mean she was ready to kill me, don't you?
She already had so much to answer for. I didn't want more sins on her soul. I begged her not to do it, and she agreed to give me a chance.
And that's why you came to me? You came to get the bottle pen back from me in her place?
But I couldn't get you to give it back. I failed at something even as simple as that. 8 months passed and I still couldn't get it back from you. Finally, my sister couldn't wait any longer. She didn't consult me about her plans for you that day. It was the first time that it had ever happened.
That was a bit strange, wasn't it? Up until that day, you two were partners in crime and she would confer with you.
I think she must have noticed.
Noticed what?
My feelings for you. If I had found out she was planning to kill you, I would have done whatever was necessary to stop her, even if it meant her life. Or mine.
Iris.
After spending those 8 months by your side, my feelings towards you, they changed.
I have something to say to you, too.
Yes?
You really are the person I always thought you were. Even after Dahlia Hawthorne was found guilty, I still believed in you.
Thank you.
How many cups of darkness have I drank over the years? Even I don't know. I'll tell you though, right now, this one here is the greatest cup I think I've ever had. Don't you think so, Phoenix Wright? Yeah, I think you're right. The purpose of this trial was to rule on the murder of the victim Elise Dunem. At some point, I expect you will be tried for your role as an accomplice in this case.
I understand, Your Honor.
Very well. On the charge of murder, I hereby find the defendant. Court is now adjourned. February 10th, 4:51 p.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. So I guess it's all over, the way everything ended. Was justice really served? The man who risked his life to save Maya is being sent to prison by my own hand. Of course justice was served. Mia, I'm proud of you, Phoenix. Your defense was truly brilliant. But I couldn't save Mr. Armando, the man who cared so deeply for you. You're wrong, Phoenix. You did save Diego. You saved him in the only way possible. You mean, with that verdict? I think one day you'll understand too. Phoenix, I want you to remember one thing. You were as good out there today as any defense attorney could have ever hoped to be. There's nothing more you can learn from me. Yeah, you've accomplished something I wasn't able to. I owe you a great deal. Thank you. Mia, I'm sure we'll meet again someday, Phoenix. I've handled lots of cases and seen a lot of things. Along this journey, I found myself asking just one question. What does it really mean to defend someone? I suppose today's case produced one possible answer.
Nick.
Maya.
I guess it's just like my sis said.
Mia? What did she say?
That night, when I channeled Mia to get her advice on what to do, this was what she wrote back in my notebook. Don't worry, Phoenix will save everyone in the end.
But,
come on, cut it out with that gloomy face. Can't you see? Me, sis, and I'm sure Iris too. We owe you for everything you have done for us, Nick.
Maya, how can you be so bright and chipper after all that's happened? You were brutally attacked. You even saw your mother murdered.
Youch!
Francesca. Still a softie as always, Phoenix Wright. Excellent work, Wright.
Huh? Mr. Edgeworth? When did you get back?
Oh, that's right. I guess no one filled her in on that. Edgeworth and Francesca have actually been helping me.
Helping you?
If these two hadn't been here on the first day of the trial, the defense wouldn't have gotten anywhere.
Whoa! But where were you, Nick?
I already fell into the river and caught a nasty cold, which forced him to sleep all day. Yes, he laid in bed shivering from his fever when Iris's hood pulled over his head.
Oh, ouch! Talk about embarrassing, Nick. You definitely need more training. Anyway, thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. And you too, Francesca?
I don't suppose... Oh, God. I don't suppose there's room for me in this group hug, is there?
Oh, Larry!
What's with the, longer than usual face? I realized something, but I was reborn. I realized that Larry was never any use to anyone, not even once.
But that's not true, right, Nick?
What? Wait, what, you're asking me?
Well, Nick, is it true?
I've got a place in this world, right?
Huh?
Oh, yeah, of course. I knew it. Everyone would be better off if I were gone for good. No. Oh yeah. Those portraits you painted, they were really good. Isn't that right, Edgeworth?
What?
Me? Why are you making that face, huh, Edgy? Oh, well, yes indeed. I certainly can't say that they lack resemblance. Do you really mean it? What about you, Francie? Did I draw you well too?
Yeah, my beauty can't possibly be captured by a mere crayon. Glare. Nevertheless, I recognize the effort you put into it, and it's worth something.
So then you'll do it? Like you promised you're going to model for my next picture book, Francie's Whippity Whip Trip?
Don't get carried away.
Francie's Whippity Whip Trip. Well, how about that? I guess painting portraits is the only thing I'm good at. The painting of Pearl was pretty darn good too, if I ask me. Huh? Now that you mention it, I haven't seen her around. Pearls. Where could she have gone? Normally she would have made a beeline for Maya.
Oh! I'll go look for her. Be right back.
Hey, Burley! Right. You seem to be uncharacteristically puzzled. I suspect you are wondering how Maya can be so cheerful despite all that has happened. Yeah. To be honest, I can't understand it either. Jessica, that's right. She lost her father fairly recently as well. I think I understand how she feels. Maya is a much wiser person than she appears, and I think she realizes something. Now is exactly the time when she needs to be as strong as she can.
So what do you mean by now is exactly the time?
Maya wasn't the only one that was badly wounded by this incident. In fact, there was someone that was hurt far more deeply than she. I believe it's for that person that Maya is trying her best to not cry. Someone who was hurt more deeply than Maya. Edgeworth. I think I'm starting to understand too.
Oh! Then tell me, Phoenix Wright, who is Maya Fey being strong for?
My thing turned off.
Take that!
Pearl Fey. The poor kid, after all. The reason that she worked so hard to follow the instructions was because she loved and believed in her mother, Morgan. It's for the good of the Fey clan. I'm sure she believed in every last word. She thought she was doing it for Maya, that's why she was so happy. It shows how truly devoted she is to Maya. But it's a cruel irony that it was her exuberance that led to this tragedy. Maya's Fey's mother was killed and Maya herself was put into the deepest peril imaginable. And that's exactly why Maya is putting on a brave face. She's doing it for Pearl's sake until she can see her smile again. Oh, hey, so this is where you all were. Wow, looks like we got a bunch of... Youch! What was that for, sir? Sorry about that, Scruffy. My whip just seems to have a mind of its own. What's up, Detective Gumshoe? Oh, you know, this and that. Oh, wait, congratulations on your win. Let's go out tonight, pal. Dinner's on me. My salary's just sort of kind of down by a teeny weeny bit, but it's all right. I made reservations at a first-class French restaurant tonight. Pretty good work, Scruffy. That whip was your reward. Detective Gumshoe? You said a first-class French restaurant. You don't mean Tresby? Oh god, Très bien. Très bien, where else? I knew it. We're doomed. Come on, let's go, everyone. Can't keep Maggie waiting, pal. Hey, you, crybaby. You're invited too. Oh, forget about me. Pearl and I will be at the loser's shack eating potatoes. You know, Maya's taking an awfully long time getting back. She's still out looking for pearls. Oh, Maya. What's wrong?
Nick, what do I do? Pearlie, I can't find her anywhere.
Huh? I'll bet she just went back home. That's all.
I thought so too, so I called the village. But no one has heard from her. This has never happened before.
Because I figured she has been badly hurt by this incident.
She feels responsible
for the tragedy that has befallen you, Maya.
But none of this was her fault. What should I do?
Detective Gumshoe? Yeah, what is it, pal? You guys go on ahead. But what about you? Maya and I will join you guys once we find pearls.
Nick!
Don't worry about us, Detective Gumshoe. We may be a little late, but we'll definitely be there. We have a lot of celebrating to do tonight, and I wouldn't miss it for the world. Yeah, but you're the... Yeah. Very well, Phoenix Wright. We'll go on ahead. Don't keep us waiting, right? We won't.
But where should we look? Could Pearlie have gone?
Let's go, Maya. There's only one place I can think of that Pearl might have gone to. The loser's shack? Yeah. February 10th, Hazakura Temple.
Hazakura Temple?
For pearls, I bet this is a very important place. After all, it's where this whole incident started.
What's this? You're all back again so soon.
Sister Bikini?
Sister Bikini? I thought we'd be eating mashed potatoes alone tonight. So she's here? Pearlie is here?
She's in the training hall. Why don't you hurry along and go see her?
Okay. Pearlie's not here.
Ah, Maya. The hanging scroll.
Oh.
Someone's cleaned it off. It's got to be pearls.
Ah! Mystic Maya! Pearlie! Why did you just leave like that? Mystic Maya. Mystic Maya.
Gotta calm down the child so we can keep going.
I was sure that I would never trouble the two of you again, because it's all my fault that Mystic Maya's mother. That's why you came here.
Oh, that's why you came here?
It's the best I could do, to pray for your happiness.
You don't have to do that, Pearlie. It wasn't your fault. You didn't do anything wrong. Of course I'm sad that my mother is gone. But how do I say this? I'm still happy.
You don't have to die just to make me feel better.
No, really. It's true. The only reason I'm still here is thanks to everyone who was there for me. My sis, my mother, Mr. Armando, Nick. And
You! If ever even one of you weren't there, I'm sure I wouldn't be alive right now. That's why I have to be strong. For all the people that were there for me when I needed them. That's all I can really do. Mystic Maya! I'm impressed. You truly are the daughter of Mystic Misty. Sister Bikini! Your mother, Mystic Misty, was a strong woman indeed. I want to tell you what she said to me that night. After dishonoring the good name of the Quran, I don't have the right to face my daughter. But still, Maya is always in my thoughts. It's true. She'll always be with me until the day I die. Now summon her so they can actually talk. Your spirit was with her. That's why your mother was so strong. Even at the end, I'm sure she had no regrets. She'll always be with me until the day I die, huh? There's a rule or something all masters are to follow, isn't there? To never take the charm off until the day you die. But that's the master's talisman. The thing that Misty kept by her heart and would never take off. It wasn't the container that was important, rather it was the contents. That's... a photo? Ah! Mother. It's only natural for living creatures to fight to protect their own lives. But what makes us human is that we fight for others. But who do we fight for? How hard must you fight? That's the true measure of what human life is worth. We defense attorneys are warriors who are constantly challenged by that question. Ah, so it's been broken before. Even when the battle is over and the bonds that connect us are severed. We always return time and time again. Mia, Maya, Pearls, Mr. Ramondo, and Maya's mother too. I learned that from all of them. Well, shall we get going? Everyone is waiting. Ah! This is the day to remember, a day when a lot of things were finally put to rest. I think we should celebrate what we've overcome today. But I still can't. Oh, go on, sweetie. You can come back for training another time. Okay. Alright, I'm going to make a brand new start too. Sister Bikini, I'll be back for more training. I promise. I know, and I won't go easy on you just because you're the future master. I'll make sure to prepare reservations for three when you come back. Alright, we're going to have a great feast today, Pearly. You know why? Because training is a battle of endurance. Okay, Mystic Maya. I'll eat lots and lots of food tonight. You know, there's one thing I don't get. And probably don't want to, but... What is it, Nick? Reservations for training is fine and all, but why for 3? Come on, what do you think? You're one of us, Nick. Next time you can train right alongside us. Huh? I'll be waiting for you. Sister Bikini will take special care of you. Huh? It'll be great, Nick. We're going to do the special course naturally. That's a great idea. After all, Mr. Nick, you'd do anything for Mystic Maya, wouldn't you? Even walk on hot coals, right? We'll have a nice big meal before we come next time, right, Nick? You know, I was wondering if I can just say one little thing. Sure, of course you can. Oh, I love this part. I can't wait to hear it. I'm getting goosebumps, too. Well then, here goes nothing.
Objection!
Now for all the little pieces at the end. I really have to work extra hard now. Master of the Quran and the office manager of Wright & Co. Law offices. And I have to be a good big sister to Pearly and Nick too. Well, as long as I'm not locked up or captured or something like that. Yeah, that does happen a lot, doesn't it, Mia?
And so it's true, Mr. Nick really is Mystic Maya's knight in shining armor. He went through with the special course all the way to the end. Actually, I heard there's a legendary extra special ultra course here too. I think I'll surprise the two of them by making them a secret reservation. Oh god.
Oh, look, you put on something nicer. Oh, Maggie bought me a brand new coat, pal. I feel 10 years younger. I'll never take it off. Yes, but somehow you just don't seem the same. I guess a dirty, shabby old overcoat, just more detective-like, sir. Don't worry about it. In the name of love, a man will soil himself silly. Nope. Maybe not. My throat hurts. This is the third game, so I just finished the trilogy. Mr. Wright, I'm once again in your debt. Thanks to you, the Treasures of Khura'in exhibit was a great success. I even got to see Miss Von Karma, who I hadn't seen for almost a year. She taught me how to use a whip and said that I must show you what I've learned. Desi and I started a company called Mass to Mass Consulting. We're dedicated to stopping the evil plans of all the criminals in the city. Our motto is cut it out, please! Pretty cute, huh? Well, we also sell plans to the criminals as a kind of side business. I wonder if that's okay. Sometimes I think maybe we're the worst criminals. Yeah. Make them a little longer. I wanted to show my appreciation to Mr. Wright for exterminating Dong Tigray. So I lent him 500,000 and a tea set. A special thick tea, one I mixed with my own 2 hands. I bet he's drinking it now. Win through compromise. Hee 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 hee. I'm just an old, I don't know his voice. I'm just an old man in the way. A wrinkly old grumpy clown nobody wasted. At least that's what I thought. But my grandkids had a birthday party for me the other day. Talk about embarrassing. 6 9-year-old and I cried like a babe with a dirty diaper. My throat hurts so much right now. As usual, we have an abundance of work to do. We've hired a new programmer to replace Glenn Elg. I do hope everyone will get along. His name is Adam Mata. As soon as I heard his name, I knew our brain circuits would align perfectly. I'm sure that was a callback somewhere and I just don't remember. Or it was someone. My, more reporters. Since the murder, we've made so much money, I hardly know what to do. I think the magazines like us because I provide such a nice visual, especially in spring. I can hardly wait for Iris to come back. Apollo? I'm playing the Excavation of Hobbs Barrow next. You've turned into such a respectable man, Feeny. It was so sweet of you and everyone else to come and visit me here the other day. Of course, I was happy that you constantly had your eyes on me, but I felt kind of bad when the little one slapped you so hard you got a nosebleed.
Objection! 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 Objection!
It's a deep voice. Stop throwing your cups at it. Chryslip. That last name works with that voice you created. What's this? I'm back from a long and tiring vacation. No one's here to greet me? I guess while I was gone, my little whippersnapper buddy quit and now I've got no one. And what kind of lonely, crazy security room is this supposed to be anyway? What with all the flashing lights and switches? I feel like some sort of space alien. And now what am I going to do with all these macadamia nuts I brought back for everyone? I'll bring it over the edgy, but I know you need to sell them. I really can't escape these. I'm afraid I have something as painful as a fragile heart. Oh, when I will ever find someone who will take me like fine lady. Rat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat-a-tat. I finally found something I love to do. Francie's whippity whip trip is gonna turn the art world on its head. I should have realized it sooner. Self-centered, lazy, antisocial. I'm an artist. A real good portrait artist. I'm not a loser after all. I'll just keep practicing, man. I had to learn to draw since I was 9. You can't self-teach. Yeah, no, that's pretty good. So it's suspected that this photo that he's now dead. Well, I'm gonna try to sit up here. We did it. Didn't we, Iris? Yeah. Yeah, and it varies. Supposedly there's 2 people think he died 2 different ways. Either because of the guilty verdict and he was put to death because he was killer, even though technically he did save someone doing it, or because of the poison finally, because he was bleeding at the end. So they think that also he could have just finally died. Like, kind of let himself die. It's not really ever just explained. My little curls when I let my hair air dry. Yeah. Alright. That was fun. I know there's more games and I might try to dig into them later on someday, but my throat hurts. And, you know, I think the next novella that I'm going to read is Death Mark 2, because I have been putting it off. But I also don't want to do voices again. So, but after this, I'm going to play some smaller, easier horror games, and then we'll come back around. Thanks for sticking through this with me. Now I gotta go edit all these episodes. Oh god. Bye-bye.